Aloha family, Spencer-Mack here. Beautiful day today. Want to jump on here and share with you guys some perspective. I had a brother of ours write me asking, just curious, how the carnivore diet was affecting my life and in particular my psyche. He was watching me for years now, so he's seen how I went from vegan to carnivore, and one of his primary concerns was, how did it affect my spiritual growth, and did it make me aggressive? I've heard both of these ideas before myself. In fact, that perception is what got me to go vegan originally. I originally decided to go vegan after studying Ayurveda. About 15 years ago, I learned about Ayurveda, the science of life. It's the Indian school of thought, science, that's basically a complete lifestyle, a holistic approach to elevating yourself to liberation, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, your full potential. So when I first found that, I was blown away by it, and that's really primarily what got me to start eating sattvic, or pure and highly vegetable food sourced, centered type of diet. And I did that for about 15 years. And one of their psychologies around the matter was that eating tamasic foods, like cooked foods, not necessarily cooked foods, they eat cooked vegetable foods and can still be sattvic, but like animal foods primarily, bring your energy down, make you more dense, bring you into this earth, more incarnate, more stuck to the physical. When their mindset, their psyche, from what I perceive, is trying to go up and out. They're trying to get as light as possible and ascend, get out of this world. And I think that's an interesting perspective, because ultimately now I feel you need to fully descend into this body first. And in fact, I believe you can descend fully and wake up in this realm, in this dimension. But that's for another video, that whole philosophy. Ultimately, I had the same fear. I didn't necessarily have the fear of aggression, because I have enough emotional control myself. I don't have fear of being overrun by my emotions, but I have not found that to be true. I'm not more aggressive, however, I will state that I am certainly more prone to speak my truth and stand up for my beliefs and my perceptions, to state myself more clearly. Not aggressive, but assertive. More straightforward. When I was more plant-based vegan, I was definitely, I don't have to speak up or say that. I don't necessarily have to do that. I was far more passive. Now I'm much more assertive and direct with how I feel, and I express my truth with far less hesitation. And I love that. It's actually benefited me greatly so far. Life keeps getting better the more clearly and honestly I express myself. So on top of that, how about my spiritual growth? I did have that genuine fear. How is this going to affect my meditation, my clarity of mind, my ability to deepen my intimacy with life or spirit? And I have found the opposite of that previous perception, that I have in fact deepened my relationship with the earth, with life itself, with the spirit that animates this experience. The level of clarity in my mind and the length of time that I can maintain focus on a single point or a single idea have both improved tremendously. And this ability to concentrate and focus and have a steady stream of energy for an extended period of time is so valuable to creating anything in this world. So ultimately, it's done nothing but help my state of mind, my meditation. Because when I can meditate, when I can contemplate for hours at a time, I can get really deep and get insights that are at the underpinning of so many of the actions of my life, and so ultimately make huge changes when I shift perceptions all the way down there, close to the center of where my intentions are birthed from. It changes a lot in your life when we can be still long enough to sink down into the more subtle layers of our psyche. So ultimately, to put it shortly, to put it succinctly, it has improved my meditation. It has improved the clarity of my mind and ultimately the quality of my life. So I no longer have that perception. Now, I personally very deeply relate to Native American culture. Maybe because I was in Indian guides when I was a kid, or that I just got infatuated when I was young and studied the culture itself. But I see the beauty of being an integral part of nature like that, of learning the fluctuations of the times of year when you can hunt certain fish, certain animals. Because just like how fruit at certain seasons of the year, there are peaks in certain animals, there are peaks in certain seasons of fish and animal foods, and it requires a really deep understanding of the rhythms of nature. And ultimately, to have that level of understanding in nature is a deeper understanding of yourself. You can feed and fuel yourself to that much greater depth and allow yourself to reach that much higher of a state of your potential. So that's my perspective, my friends. Eating meat does not make you less spiritual. Ultimately, I support whatever type of diet you choose to do. You just need to tune in with yourself and find what feels right. For me, this has just helped me to feel far more embodied, a lot more solid in my body. My strength gains have gone up, I've regenerated injuries, and as I said, the stability of my energy and my focus have all improved. So that has definitely led to the growth of my connection with spirit, which is ultimately the center point of my focus, my integration with the origin, the source, the animating force of this entire experience. Awesome, guys. And make it quick. That is my mindset on the subject. I'd love to hear your perception. Please share. And if this brought up any questions in you, please leave the questions down below. Like, subscribe, hit the notification so other people can find this, and so that I know that you like this type of video and talking story on these type of topics. And I'll see you guys again in the near future. Lots of love. Peace.